I wasn't nothing to y'all last year. Why the fuck am I something now? Cause I proved that I'm the man here. Shit, that's the reason that they hunt me down.
Hello, nomads, party people, and strangers everywhere across the internet. The world has been changing, and I don't care much for a lot of it.
I don't like where this is going.
Now, when I say the world is changing, I don't mean in that whole bland statement of like, the times have been changing and I feel too old to understand. It's part of a reason for it, sure, but I can't say that I'm not intrigued by how things have developed over the age of time. All I'm saying is that it's been changing and I don't care for a lot of it. For what I do care about is the equality, the fact that a lot of people aren't overtly cruel to others. We have a smarter society in certain countries, and we have a broader span of at least reaching out to others from across the world from just a simple camera to just make them laugh, feel great about themselves, and find pure joy from just hearing us babble on about whatever. From just that whole thing, it's just something that I find profoundly beautiful in how times have developed from the early 60s all the way to today. But what I don't like is how small and how dwindling all of the equality, the actual like-mindedness that should have been happening but hasn't, the racism, sexism, and the constant need for bloodshed for no good reason. I say all of these things because I'm always someone that tries to look at the positives for the future, because you never want to speak ill of what's to come of time. You learn that really fast. But in the present, all I'm trying to find in the beauty of the world is overlapped by those that commonly wish to build a wall around some country that was built on immigration and people that weren't born in that country that stole it from the natives. I hear people setting off bombs in countries and cities that have done nothing wrong to others, that are only doing it for the attention of trying to cause terrorism. I see morons trying to instigate various riots for people that they believe should be leader of their own free nation, only because they have their own secret hatred and vilification actually be forthwith if that person wins. And for a world that I want to actually have biological children in someday, I don't really see that as a place that I would want to raise a child in, because of how decadent, how cruel, and how very mundanely stupid all of the fundamentals have become since those eras. Because there aren't even a lot of good schools out there that have that kind of mentality of you should treat everyone fairly, until you get to, say, the high school range, when they're just like, well, you guys probably have been beaten and abused and had all these slurs thrown at you, so we're going to just let a lot of stuff slide during your freshman year, but crack down if we hear something throughout your sophomore to senior year. And I don't believe that is kind of the case everywhere, because I keep hearing stories of people saying that there have been slurs thrown here when I was in school. There have been various people hazing me because of my sexuality there, and so forth and so on, to where it's so blinding in its own ignorance and hypocriticism of people like, I'm not this, but I will say that those gay people across the way are some kind of sneaky creatures. I don't want to hear any of that kind of back-talking bullshit from the society that I want to see develop from. The world that I see for myself in the future, when I'm an old man with old gray dreadlocks just looking at the world and society is just finally a world at peace with itself. No more need for wars, no more need for children to feel like they should be vilified because they're half of something, that their sexuality is the cause of so much big questions, that they can't be friends with these certain people because of they believe that they're connected to people that may or may not have anything to do with the religion that is part of what happened with all these terrorism effects. And so far, I want to believe that it's going to happen, but I don't believe it's going to happen anytime soon, and that is what's worrying me. As I get older, and as I have so many other things that I have to take care of, watch over, and do all of these things for, I can't help but notice that the more that I want things to change for the better, the world around us chooses to keep things as its spiteful hatred self. And that is not the world that I want to see happen. But again, what can I really do? I'm just one man with one simple dream to make the world into a more peaceful, broadening place. So if you guys agree with what I'm saying about how the world is completely different from what we wanted and how we want it to change for the better, or if you think I'm just being delusional, I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's up to you guys. So at the end of the day, all I can say is whatever.